Hello, my friends. I want to show you today how to make this really cool dinosaur tear art. So this will be the end product of what you're going to make, and I'll show you what I did to make it, okay? So in your Google Classroom, I uploaded two pictures. So one was the head of our dinosaur and one was the bottom part. So all I did to start out was I cut out the two pieces because he's going to be very big. You could make a smaller version if you wanted to, because if you can't print this, all you have to do is look at it, open it up in the classroom and look at it, and you can draw it out yourself on another piece of paper or have a grown-up do it for you, because sometimes it's a little hard for us when we're little and not know how to do it. So we could have an older brother or sister help us with it, or mom or dad or grandma or whoever lives at your house with you to help you, and they could sketch it out for you. So I used the two pieces, I cut them out and glued them together there at the neck. Okay, and so there will be a line across it, okay, and he's all white then in the middle. And then what I did to make it look like he's got this really cool skin, kind of like maybe some scales on his skin, like a reptile, I took three different colors of construction paper. Now, I just happen to have construction paper because I'm a teacher and I have all that kind of stuff. But if you don't have this at your house, all you have to do is take any kind of paper, regular white notebook paper, a few pieces. It doesn't even take that much of it, really, because we're just tearing tiny pieces. And you just color, like, maybe you want to do your whole dinosaur all red, or you want to do it, all pink, or whatever you want. Or you want to do it, let's say, pink and orange, okay? Or, like me, I chose three colors. You could even do it in all the colors of the rainbow, whatever you want. But what you would do if you don't have construction paper is color one whole sheet of paper a certain color. Like if you did one whole sheet blue, took another sheet and made it green, took another sheet and made it purple. And then I put them together like this, and I just started ripping like this. It's kind of fun. And I ripped them down until I got smaller pieces. Now let me give you a little piece of advice. Don't do it too small, because Miss Griggs did it pretty small. That wasn't my intention, okay? And then it took me a pretty long time to fill in my dinosaur. Okay, so maybe about this size would be good for you guys, because you might get a little tired and then you don't want to finish. But let me tell you, it looks really cool when you're done. I really love it. I'm excited. I kind of want to hang it in my house. Anyway, so get your pieces about this big, and then you just get a handy dandy glue stick and you start sticking, and you try to stay within the lines of your dinosaur. So you would, just start sticking. And it's okay if you stick them one over the top of the other. The idea is that you don't really want any of the white to show behind it. So you can put them right next to each other, or you can overlap them a little bit, and it kind of gives it a cool design. Anyway, so what you have to do is you have to fill the whole dinosaur in, okay? Be patient, and maybe you won't finish it today. Maybe you'll work on it a little bit today, work on it a little bit another day, okay? When you're done, you might have covered up like his little toenails by accident. He's got a mouth on him. You might go over that. That's okay. When you're done and you have everything glued down, you can draw an eye over it, or if you happen to have a googly eye, you can put a googly eye on there, or you can make a big white eye with a black dot in the middle to make it look more like our eyes, okay? Put the smile. You can kind of go over his toenails again so you can see them. And I even had glued some a little bit around the edges, and so I just took my black marker and I just kind of went over it just to kind of define it so it keeps all his color in. And then I glued the whole thing to another big piece of construction paper if you happen to have one, or you can put like two pieces of white paper together that you have, okay? Use what you have. Be creative if you're going to do this. You don't have to have what I have. I put it in there so that it's easier for you in case you can use it. But if you can't, it's not a big deal. Nothing is impossible. Put your thinking caps on and color your own papers. Draw your own dinosaur. You could even do a totally different dinosaur. You don't have to do this one. I just thought he was really cute. I liked his big long neck, and he had, what I really liked about him is he had a lot of space inside. He didn't have, a lot of spikes or anything to get in the way. He was kind of simple. And then what made him look really cool and a little more complicated was that I was able to put a lot of different colors on the inside. And I just love him. I think it turned out really great. Okay, so remember, you're going to get your white dinosaur first, white piece of paper first. Okay, you're either going to download it from me or you're going to draw your own. You're going to make it the size you want it, and then just start ripping up some paper, whatever color you want, whatever you have at your house. You could even do it if you had an old magazine that nobody cared about. You could even do the pages of the magazine, and it doesn't matter if it has writing on it or pictures or whatever. The funkier it looks, the better. And you could just start putting all those random crazy colored pieces in there, and then shape it out when you're done and glue it down on a contrasting piece of paper, which would mean like a totally different color. Like I wouldn't want to put it on blue or green or purple because that's what I used for my dinosaur. I put him against the bright yellow so he would really stand out. Okay, and take your time. You're going to start doing it and you're going to say, oh my gosh, Miss Griggs, this is taking forever. But you don't have to finish it all in one day. It's kind of like putting a big puzzle together. And I wanted to bring it up close. Look how cool that is. I just love it. And it did take me a long time, but I did tiny pieces. So just do the best you can. And I really hope that you have a good time with this because I think this could be a really cool piece of art that you could put up in your bedroom. And it's called tear art because we're tearing the pieces. And it's kind of like, also we call it a collage. We put lots of different pieces together to make one big, wonderful picture. Okay, well, enjoy yourself. And I always say this, but I would really love to see your finished products. If you finish this, you better be taking some pictures and posting it. All right, thanks and have a good time.